Hi you guys! So today I'm going to be showing you how to get this very fun Halloween look. Now it is a bit bright and bold, but if you tone it down with a more neutral lip, this is actually very, very wearable for daytime. Of course it depends on where you're going, but I would feel comfortable wearing this pretty much anywhere. Even if I had to go and do something that was a little more adult, like go to the bank or deal with an office or things like that, I would feel very, very comfortable wearing this. And it's really fun, and you can play it up by doing a bolder lip if you want to wear this out for a night as well. So to see exactly how I got this Halloween look, keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to jump right in and get started. I'm taking my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion and just popping a little bit on my eyelids. As you guys can see, I haven't done my eyebrows yet. I meant to do them before I started filming, but I got totally distracted. So first up, I'm going into my IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Celebration palette. I love this palette. I think it is a fantastic neutrals palette. I like the fact that it has a white, a black, a bunch of warmer tones, and a bunch of cooler tones as well. It has a nice purple, blue, several browns. You have some warmer transition shades, some cooler transition shades. It's a really, really good matte palette to have. So I am just grabbing a large fluffy brush, going into Snow Angel, and I am just putting this all over my lid, all the way up to my brow bone. Well, Snow Angel isn't like a pure white, it's like an off-white, but it's close enough. Now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and I'm taking the shade Peace, and I'm just going to be popping this into my crease. Now I'm taking the Real Technique shading brush and I'm going into my NYX Ultimate palette, and this is in Bright. I love this palette. You guys know I kind of go nuts over this. Today I'm kind of in more of a Halloween mood, which is fantastic. So I'm actually going to be starting by taking super bright yellow. Actually, which one do I want? You know what? I want this one. I want the super bright lemon yellow shade. I'm just going to pop this on my inner corner a little bit. Just a tiny bit. And then bring it up probably about 3/4 of the way across my lid. You know what? Actually, we're going to take it all the way across the lid. And then just very lightly blend it into that crease, just a tiny bit. Now I'm going to take a nice round fluffy blending brush and I'm going into this warm orange shade. And I'm just going to take this right on the outside and just gently kind of feather that in, always adding more of the color to the outer corner and then just dragging it in. I'm going to blend this out at the corner a little bit and bring it into that crease. Then I'm going to take that shader brush, grab that super puppy orange shade, and just add that right into the middle because I want a little bit more orange in this look. There we go. Now if that yellow's lost any of its brightness, just take a small brush and go back in, and you can just brighten up that yellow a little bit. I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and go ahead and clean up any fallout. And just go ahead and put a corner on that eye. Oh, if you guys ever notice that my eye makeup here doesn't look the same as it does here, that's actually because right there I have a scar from when I had chickenpox when I was about 2 or 3. But yeah, I have a scar there, and I also have one here. They're not very noticeable, except when I'm doing super close-up makeup looks. So just in case you guys have ever noticed, why does that look a little odd there? Chickenpox scar. Now I'm going to take my NYX retractable eyeliner in black, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my tight line and my waterline. Next, I'm taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, and I'm going to go ahead and do a pretty dramatic wing with this look. Of course, you can make a smaller one if you want, but I kind of like having fun with this. So I'm going to take a second and go ahead and do my eyebrows. Today I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde. And I'm just going to go ahead and lock those in place with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel, the clear one, which I am quickly becoming a absolute fangirl over. I mean, this stuff is incredible. I swear this stuff does miracles for my brow hair. I don't have naturally stiff brow hair like most people do. I have very, very fine brow hair. It's almost like head hair, where it pretty much will go wherever it wants to. It will move constantly during the day. It has no thickness to it at all, so it's very, very hard to keep in place. So this may start becoming an absolute necessity for me at this point. All right, to prep for false lashes, because I decided I want to use them with this look, I am curling my eyelashes and then applying a coat of Benefit's Roller Lash. For lashes today, I'm using my Ardell 120 Demi Wispies, and I'm going to go ahead and apply these real quick. All right, got the lashes on, and our eyes are mostly done. We're gonna finish them up after we do foundation and concealer and all that fun stuff. So for foundation, actually first I need to prime. What do I want to use today? Okay, today I'm going to use the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. And for my foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is in the shade 112, Natural Ivory. Pop some on the back of my hand. Woo! There we go. And for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light. I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer with my NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. And I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Tarte Smooth Operator. It's insane how pale I am when I don't have bronzer, right? And you can see my face perfectly matches my neck, so crazy pale this time of year. Anyway, I'm going to grab my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, my Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I'm just doing a tiny bit of contouring. Not a lot. I tend to not apply contour super sharply. I find it looks more realistic that way. For blush today, I'm going to be using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Entertain. I am in love with this color. I think it's excellent on super pale skin. It's just a very natural pink. And then for highlight, I'm pulling out my Physicians Formula Touch of Glow palette. This is in the shade Light. You guys know I go nuts over the highlighter in this. I think it's fantastic. So I'm just taking a small brush and I'm just going to do a little light highlight. Just a tiny bit. Don't want to be super glowy, but I find that with super strong, colorful, dramatic eye looks like this, that the less you do on the face, the more that things kind of balance a bit. Too much on your face, on top of the lashes, tends to look very theatrical, which is great if that's what you're going for, but if you want to be a more wearable look, then tone down the face a little bit and it's more wearable. All right, so let's finish up the eyes real quick. I don't want to do any bottom lashes because I think it's going to be just too much, but I am going back into my Brights palette. All right, guys, I'm taking a flat eyeliner brush and I'm going into that nice muted orange, and I'm just going to pop this underneath my lashes. And taking that same brush, I'm going to go back into that super lemon yellow and just pop that back into this area. Now I want a little bit more highlight in the inner corner, so I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the highlight I used on my cheeks and a small detail brush. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of a highlight right beyond that yellow inner corner. So you still have a highlight, but you can still see that yellow. You know what, on second thought, I think I want just a little bit more black on my lower waterline. So I am going to take another flat brush and I'm going to go back into our It Cosmetics palette, and I'm taking the shade Coal. Trying to be very careful with this because I don't want to add too much. I'm just going to go ahead and smudge a little bit of extra black underneath that lash line. And of course that covered up a big chunk of the orange, so I'm just going to brighten that up a little bit, but I'm definitely liking it a lot more now. So we're going to take that orange back in, go back over, warm that up a little bit. See guys, you can always go back in. You can add something, you can do something extra, you can take away. Really play with your makeup until you're happy with how it looks. Now there is a point where it can get too far and you end up with like 6 layers of concealer and you're like, whoa, that's way too much. But it's just practicing and finding that nice balance of what works. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all this concealer and powder that got itself all over my lips. And I am going in with the Essence Lip Liner in number 11 in the nude. And I'm just going to top that with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Meringue. Meringue, what I want for this? I don't know. other one. You know what? Never mind, I'm not using meringue. I'm going to pop that off real quick. I'm actually going to go in with peaches and cream. And I'm gonna add a little bit of meringue on top. You can pretty much do any lip look with this that you want. You could do an orange lip, you could do a deep red lip, you could do black, you could go all kinds of crazy with it. But I just kind of wanted a soft lip to go with this because I am wearing this as more of a daytime look. But there's lots and lots of options. And if you're feeling really crazy, you can use the NYX Macaron lipstick in, which is this? This is Orange Blossom, which is just fantastic, and that would go perfectly with it. But I have a long day ahead of me, and orange lips aren't gonna quite work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!